Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're gonna be reacting to
Unpopular K-pop opinions because Patricia
oh,
needs new ears.
you can't have
Why,
mine.
why is she so condescending? And why Patricia?
Yeah, who's Patricia?
Why not Emily?
Oh,
Anyway, let's get into
I'm
it.
happy I'm not
Idols
Patricia.
turned actors are the industry's Nepo babies. Both fans and actual actors will always side-eye them. Idols are the Disney Channel stars of Korea. And we all know how that goes. Disney Channel alums spend decades scrubbing off the stench of Hannah Montana or High School Musical. And idols face the same cringe baggage. Idols acting often defaults to
Really?
exaggerated expressions. See every idol playing a cold CEO with the
Okay,
emotional
you know
range
what
of
I
a
need to
potato.
see?
It's not their
I need to see like if someone could send a video of like idols with like other Hollywood star like K Hollywood stars.
Hollywood?
Hollywood. I want to see.
Hollywood?
I want to see how they mingle. Do they act like they don't belong, or do
Well,
they fit
no, you know
in?
that their cultures, they bowing to everybody, so they just be bowing to each other for like 10 minutes. It's like
So
they're gonna be very cordial, respectful. You're not
we don't
gonna
have any divas in
you,
Hollywood.
you're not gonna get like like a genuine interaction. It's just it's all the whole society is about politeness, so it's just gonna be like
Mm,
it's just gonna be fake.
but do you think it's fair
Is
to
what it is.
say that K Idol is a nepo baby when they get into acting?
No, I disagree with her.
I disagree
To me, nepo
too.
means you were born with silver spoon up your ass. If you had
Yeah.
to make your way up, no matter
Yeah.
where you made your way up from, you're not
Hmm.
a nepo baby.
But there has been a trend of nepo babies turning into K idols. Like they already
Okay,
had.
then that's a nepo baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you were like had to
You work in
struggle, yeah, you had
because those
nothing.
trainee days, though, never
Yeah,
forget those trainee days,
yeah. If
honey.
you had to struggle, had not
Mm-mm.
nothing to eat on your table, no food, no roof over your head, you had to live on the street. Obviously
Mm-hmm.
not to that extreme, but you had
But
if you
then
had to
again,
if you come from like I guess middle class or
yeah.
below, and
Mm-hmm.
you or not even about the class, it's about the connections. If you
Yeah.
didn't use your connections, if you
If mom and
accomplish
dad
it,
didn't have to use
yes.
connections
If
to
your
get
mom
you into the door.
exactly, if your mom and dad didn't call to get you in,
Mm-hmm.
you accomplished it, you're not a nepo baby. I think the nepo, for me, the differentiating factor is, did you have any external help? And
Mm-hmm.
that's what makes it a nepo baby. If you didn't, then it's all you.
I do see it like nowadays as a trainee, you kind of live a luxury lifestyle a little bit because
Nowadays, yes, because
things
social
have
media
advanced.
followers, yeah,
Yeah,
you can start making money off
money off
social
that.
media.
They see
Just
that.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
now it's a little different. Yeah, I mean, in Korea maybe
Yeah.
not, but like in cat's eye cases or whatever, here in the states, those
Yeah.
groups, you could, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
fault. They're drilled to perform for stadiums, not close-ups. But when they waltz into auditions with zero formal training and bag lead roles over theater school grads, pros get pissed. The industry's not wrong to scoff. For every IU, there are 30 idols phoning in roles like they're reading shampoo bottles. A-Pink's Neon, Red Velvet's Joy, Astro's Cha Eun-woo, and the list goes on. Let's not pretend idols earn acting gigs. Casting directors aren't moved by talent. They're chasing the guaranteed stream of fan dollars. An idol's name on a poster equals automatic social media buzz plus bulk
So
ticket sales
really,
from
are
stands.
the idols the blame? It's really the director because the director says you can have the gig because I need these views. I need to get
Yeah,
paid. I need the return of my investment.
I wouldn't. Yeah, exactly. If idols
Yeah.
attract fame, it's the same. No, it doesn't. Honestly, it doesn't even have an idol. It could be like a popular BJ in
Mm-hmm.
Korea, or like a YouTuber in Korea. If they,
Mm-hmm.
because I mean, not just Korea. Like
Oh,
any, if a
yeah.
person comes with a follow, it could be a fucking Kim Kardashian. She's
True.
not an idol, but
True.
like
Mm-hmm. They'll give her like a line, have
yeah,
people watch it, and
and
make the money.
people will just watch it because it's gonna see
Mm-hmm.
how like especially like Kim K. I don't know if she's
Yeah.
ever acted in a movie or not, but if
Mm-hmm.
she has, imagine first time she steps on this, everybody wants to,
True.
and she has a lot of haters, so people will watch to see
Watching,
her
yeah.
fail. That's even
Mm-hmm.
people like, oh, let me see how she flops.
Yeah.
So it's just natural.
In this industry, even though it's small, it's big at the
Which
same
industry is
time.
small?
The entertainment industry.
It's small.
I would say it's small because we
What?
typically
What
see
you
the
mean
same
small?
big actors who take the major roles, and
Oh,
then
in that sense.
everyone else is vying, for the attention. But while everyone is vying for the attention, the content to create is quite vast. So the actor pool is small, but the content to be made is majors. What differentiate the spaces is money. So of course, the smaller, the smaller actors, the smaller directors, they're gonna do the best they can do to scrounge up the money to turn out a big hit like Squid Games. Who could have thought that Squid Games initially, because they were seeking they had many rejections before they were accepted to Netflix, and even once they got accepted to Netflix, they didn't get as much money as you thought they would get based on the virality of it all. Now the second season, now they can get the
They
money,
got the
but
coin now?
Mass buying screenings. It's business.
and now you
not
see
art.
the Nepo
Peak cancer.
babies
Jean literally
pulled
said,
up.
if I act, I'll get any role because I'm Jean, not because I'm good. This isn't humility, it's the ugly truth. Meanwhile, actors who've spent years sweating in small theaters or indie films get sidelined for a pretty face with 10 million Instagram followers. Imagine training for a marathon only to lose to someone who drove a Lambo to the finish line.
Hey, by the
resentment
way,
isn't just
we stopped hearing about the tea about the Squid Games. I thought something went down with
With
one of the
TOP?
no, not with him, with someone else about like those allegations that he's not a perfect person in real life. The main character, I believe.
It was never about him. It was about TOP. He was just a side character. It was basically that they're dragging TOP, so somebody clap back. It's like, oh, why are we dragging TOP? Drag
Yeah.
him.
Wow.
Nobody cares.
Wow.
snobbery. It's rage against a rigged game. Even if you have the chops, it's still hard to be taken seriously, even in the West. Ariana Grande's casting in Wicked had Broadway purists side-eyeing like, girl, where's your Tony? But are we just gonna ignore Ariana's
Nah, Ariana, we watched a lot about her, and she had to actually audition. She didn't get picked because she's Ariana.
Yeah.
Because I believe also
She could have too.
she could have, but
Like
she
low-key.
yeah, but she
Mhm.
didn't. She actually auditioned and she went through the whole process. So she wasn't that wasn't a case of Nepo.
Yeah.
Broadway background? In Korea's entertainment caste system, idols rank somewhere below trot singers and above mascots. Actors equals fine wine, idols
What do you
equals
think?
energy drinks.
When you're watching something like a movie or a TV show, do you want to know the actors, actresses, or have them be like fresh face?
I would say this: if I see that a known like good actress is on a movie or like a TV show, I will immediately assume it's gonna be good.
Really?
Yes, that I
Have
would.
you watched something with someone that you liked, but then it was bad?
Probably, I can't tell you like for a fact, but I wouldn't be so like. I mean, that's.
But you assume it's
I
going
would
to be
assume.
good.
Well, right, but I would assume there's also cases that they flop. So I can't say that
Yeah.
it's always good. But as my initial assumption, I would say it's. When I see someone like that, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be good
Yeah.
because of the actor.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm.
now that's an actor. Now, if I saw like, oh, Eminem is gonna be in the movie, I wouldn't. My assumption wouldn't be, oh, it's gonna be good. I would want to
Watch
it.
it
Oh,
just to
Eminem
see what
movie.
he's gonna
Yeah.
do.
Yes, but I wouldn't assume, oh, it's gonna be
Didn't
good.
he act in 8 Mile?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah.
No,
yeah, yeah.
right, but I'm just saying. I use
Yeah.
Eminem as an example, like
Uh-huh.
LeBron James in the movie, and again,
He was in a movie,
He
Space
was
Jam.
in a couple of movies.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen him, So, but again, I watched the movies. Well, he was.
What do you think of his acting skills?
He's funny.
I think he
He's
he
funny.
plays himself. I want to see him as like a different character.
In the Space Jam, well, he was in Trainwreck. He was like a friend.
Oh, I didn't see this one.
I did. He was okay. I mean, he was a minor character, so. But
Mm-hmm.
but Trainwreck, I didn't watch for him. I honestly didn't even know he was going
Was
to be
in
in the
there?
movie.
Wow!
Yeah.
Surprise! Surprise!
Actors are lauded as serious artists, even if their filmography's 90% soap operas. This snobbery's rooted in old school elitism, but when your entire acting
can
range
see
is blinking
it.
prettily or smizing through a breakup, you're not helping your case. Agencies slap idols into acting gigs because it's cheap, no investment needed. They don't even bother providing coaches or real prep. The result? Wooden deliveries, meme-worthy crying scenes, and a filmography that reads like a meme page. Meanwhile, career actors spend years to even sniff a lead role. When Miss A's Susie debuted with a major role, critics roasted her so hard you'd think she kicked a puppy. She improved, but the
Damn.
stigma stuck because the industry never let her forget she was an idol first. Producers keep casting
Wow.
idols for quick cash grabs. Audiences keep getting mid-shows, and critics keep dragging idol actors.
But
it's a self.
I don't know
fulfilling
how I
prophecy.
feel if they take like a major role in a major movie. I would be comfortable to see. Okay, they can take a major
They
role
have
in
to
a
earn their
small
keep.
film. Yeah, yeah.
I think
Mm-hmm.
they start with a small role. If they develop into a good
Yeah.
actor, actress, then yeah, sure. But yeah, they shouldn't get the main role just because they're an
Mhm.
idol. I mean, overall, what she's
Yeah.
saying, I get it.
Yeah.
I don't disagree, but at the same time, I couldn't call them nepo babies either. They already
No,
earned
yeah,
their keep, though.
exactly.
So it's not nepo. So it's the same like saying, oh, because Cristiano Ronaldo, he opened like a YouTube channel. He's like wanna be like, not like wanna be a YouTuber.
The soccer player.
Yeah, But he's like, he opened. I
Oh,
don't know exactly what he's doing on the
what's he
channel, but
gonna
I'm assuming, I
do?
don't know, but whatever. So
I
what
want to see.
YouTubers are gonna say like, oh, Cristiano Ronaldo is a nepo baby now because he's
Automatically, he's gonna
entering
get.
a YouTube era.
He has
It's
one
like,
of the most followed
um,
Instagrams,
yeah,
social
so,
media.
exactly. So that's my point. So immediately his YouTube is probably one of the most followed right now.
Oh, I want to
So
see. We should react to one of those things.
my point is that,
Hmm.
like, it's not, you can't say, oh, he's a nepo YouTuber. Like, he's
Yeah.
not. He
No. Yeah,
accomplished
he
it in the kind of
accomplished a
the
lot,
field, but
and
that can translate in the next
it
field.
benefit.
It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
post-career gig.
Yeah.
It's like
You don't have to start from scratch. You always
right,
start
like
from
for example, if
scratch.
you're a basketball player,
Mm-hmm.
your next step, either a coach,
Yeah.
you can, well, obviously if you make a lot of money, you can chill, but nobody really chills. You still want to do something, so you can be a coach, you can be a TV analyst.
Yeah.
That nobody's gonna say, oh, you're a nepo TV analyst because you didn't earn your keep on TV. No, your
Oh,
keep is because
wow.
you put your work in for 15,
Yeah.
20 years, you played basketball, you know the game well. So
Exactly.
it's like,
What do you think about, like, there's people who want to get into a different industry and they go under like a pseudonym so they can have like kind of like fair treatment
well,
and
that's
not get
anti-nepo,
bashed.
if anything. That's you really want to struggle again. I don't know. That's stupid.
Honestly,
Like,
I think
why?
that's insulting. You want to suffer on
Yeah,
purpose?
like
That's insulting.
that's
I would feel insulted.
sadomasochism, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
So whatever.
When every
No.
K-drama stars a visual from a Nugu group phoning in their lines, the entire industry's reputation takes a hit. Even when idols do deliver, they're treated as exceptions, not the rule. The bar's an underground. And everyone's chill with it as long as the clicks keep coming. 2. With XG and Cat's Eye's success, don't you wonder why the West hasn't adopted the K-pop system for debuting groups? Well,
I mean,
Do you think
okay.
XG is
XG,
successful?
let's not put them together because XG, I
Yeah.
really like the group. Actually, it's a good group.
Yeah,
But
but
XG success now, that's in the West. No.
no.
Cat's Eye, yes.
Yes.
Cat's
Okay,
Eye,
we agree. Because I was
because
about to
Cat's Eye
fight.
has gotten a Pepsi
Pepsi
commercial.
collab. I was
That's a
thinking
big
about that
deal.
too. I was like, a Pepsi collab?
That's
I want a
big
Pepsi
deal.
collab.
They not
I
only
don't know
it's
if I
not
like
even a
Pepsi.
collab, it's a commercial on
Commercial.
a mainstream American TV. That's a big deal.
Do you think it would be better if it was
XG
Coke or Pepsi? Do you
who
think?
cares? It could be
I
Amazon. It
like
could be Microsoft. Whatever. If you get a your song played on a major TV commercial, that's a big deal.
What if you have to drink Pepsi for the rest of your life? You're in?
I mean, yeah, sure.
Really? I feel like Pepsi is sweet.
You don't have to drink it. Don't drink it. You just have to carry it with you to show that you're drinking it. You don't have to drink it. But no, Cat's Eye success. Cat's Eye is definitely successful.
Yeah, definitely. For sure.
XG is cute, makes good music, but I wouldn't consider them successful in the West.
Yeah.
They are
I think it's
successful in
in
the
Japan.
Japan. We saw in Saudi
Killing it in
Arabia,
Japan.
I think United Emirates.
Yeah.
In those countries, they're very popular. So I think in Asia they're successful. Maybe in Australia, I wouldn't call them successful here in the States.
But if I was to take someone's success, I'd rather be popular in like Japan, Saudi Arabia, because I see like the loyalty and the consistency with that base over there. Like once they love you forever. I feel like here in the West, they love you today, maybe tomorrow.
It's
not
different.
So much.
Yeah, they're more like they idolize you, kind of like what the word is idol. Here they don't idolize you. They're like, I mean, there are certain, I guess, the Beehive. They're kind of K-pop stands alike.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, yes, in the States, they don't idolize you. They're like, oh, they like you, they listen to you, but they don't like go out
Like
their
the
way
next big
to-
thing can
yeah.
move you out the way,
Hell,
literally.
the K-pop formula is a cultural shockwave that would erupt on contact with Western soil. It's not just that the West won't adopt it, it can't. The entire system is built on a toxic cocktail of control, exploitation, and societal compliance. Everglow not getting paid since debut and V. Chaz KG suing JYP for child exploitation is all the proof you need. The boy-girl group era in the West died with One Direction's hiatus and Fifth Harmony's implosion. Why? Capitalism got lazy. Labels realized it's cheaper to push solo acts who can be molded into TikTok-ready cash cows without the drama of managing 5 egos. Why split profits between members when you can exploit one kid with a micro?
And also, why Western groups wouldn't work is actually just at egos in Korean society. I guess in the Asian society, it's more about not just music industry, but more of the society is about collaborative well-being, teamwork,
Community work
community
together.
work. Yeah, it's very individualistic society.
yeah.
It's gonna be too much. Ego's gonna break
Yeah.
up, especially
Honestly,
when one person gonna get a little shine, the other is gonna get jealous, and the person who's getting shine is gonna feel like, oh, I'm carrying y'all asses. I don't
yeah.
need you. It's just
That
It is
was
what it
that
is.
was one of my concerns, like with Cat's Eye, and we saw that in the documentary where there was issues with Manon and the views of the ladies in the group of Manon. But even those ladies, they're not even in the group.
Well, yes, and
That
also
the
with
issue.
Cat's Eye, we have to see, how long it's gonna
Yeah,
last. Because right,
last
they're successful
already.
now. It's
Yeah,
cute, but
because we saw with Visha. With Visha, only KG is out. The
yeah,
rest of the girls, they're like
yeah. So
adjusting.
we'll have to see, because Cat's Eye, are they gonna live for 5 years? Because we've had girl groups before. Why they
Yeah,
broke up? Most likely egos, and not boy groups too. It is what
yeah.
it is.
Microphone and a viral dance challenge. K-pop's group-centric model thrives because Korea's entertainment industrial complex treats idols like interchangeable widgets in a factory. The West? We've moved on to the gig economy. Solos only, no unions allowed. K-pop companies micromanage idols like their Sims characters. No dating, no opinions, no personality beyond the brand. Try that in the West and you'll get lawsuits. Exposés and a dozen former Disney stars writing memoirs about their trauma. The V Cha and KG lawsuit is Exhibit A. KG noped out of JYP's dystopian daycare, sued for child exploitation and exposed the rot. In the West, labor laws actually exist. Minors can't be worked 18-hour days, locked in dorms, or forced to apologize for breathing wrong. K-pop's draconian control isn't just unethical, it's illegal in most developed nations. K-pop stans are conditioned to accept idol suffering as dedication. Western audiences will cancel you for a problematic tweet from 2012. The idea of a 13-year-old trainee crying through vocal lessons while managers scream about weight loss would trend on Twitter as hashtag child abuse, not hard work.
Create surveys in under
Yeah,
a minute
she's
with
right.
AI-powered
She's
help
on
from
point.
SurveyMonkey.
Did Visha's
We
break
need stories.
news here in
We
the
need
States?
stories to understand ourselves.
Or did it stay kind of low key?
We are the only.
There
K-pop
was
success
some
relies on fans ignoring
Promotions? Like articles
some
written
articles
by
written by some sort
local?
of local
Yeah.
minor news, but it was because when it happened, I initially looked up the news to see, like, if
Yeah.
anybody's talking. It was like some minor blogs talking about, nothing, not like CNN or nothing like that.
the human cost.
That's, I guess, not to say it wasn't. It's just at the time when I googled wasn't, but because I googled immediately, like on our Discord, the news dropped. It was like a couple hours after, so maybe it takes the big news channels a minute. I don't know.
Western fans weaponize empathy. Remember when Britney's conservatorship blew up? Imagine that rage directed at Hybe for putting Jungkook on a lettuce and ice diet. Furthermore, K-pop sells the lie of teamwork while erasing individuality. In the West, self-expression is religion. Artists like Billie Eilish and Olivia Rodrigo build empires on authenticity, a word that doesn't exist in K-pop's vocabulary. The closest thing
Yeah.
the West has to a controlled group is Brockhampton. And even they publicly imploded over creative differences, forcing Western teens to lip-sync. Synchronized choreo would spark rebellion faster than you can say, Lisa can't sing. The K-pop model isn't just incompatible with the West, it's
Wow, why Lisa catching straight?
anti-West. It requires societal compliance, weak labor laws, and fans willing to ignore exploitation for the sake of content. The West's obsession with individuality and legal protections makes this impossible. 3. Supporting girl groups doesn't make you a feminist, it makes you a participant in a gender-flipped oppression Olympics, where stans weaponize pseudo-wokeness to justify bullying men while cosplaying as activists. This isn't solidarity. It's performative.
I
Who's she's
mean,
talking about?
it's not that deep. I mean, I don't think
Who's
it
she
makes you a
talking
feminist,
about?
but it doesn't make you a villain either. Like, so, I don't know
Where
what.
did we
It's
get
like,
this
what?
from?
I mean, nobody said that supporting
Who
girl
said
groups makes you a
that?
feminist, but it doesn't make you like some sort of
Woke queen either.
it doesn't make you anything. You just like music. I don't know, like, what?
Yeah.
Miss Andre with a light stick.
Like, sometimes it can just be I like somebody's music. It doesn't have to be about nothing
Yeah.
behind the scenes. Like, it's not always that deep.
The second a male idol's abs aren't Photoshop perfect, these feminists morph into body-shaming trolls, dragging his looks with the same vitriol they'd scream about if directed at women. When called out, they pull the "it's just a joke" card, a tactic ripped straight from the misogynist handbook they claim to despise. Imagine if a male fan called a female idol flat or unkept. Twitter would trend a funeral for his career. But when they do it,
Unkept.
That means like you look real rough.
I understand. I just never heard. I mean, we call
Heard
it
it.
unkept.
I heard it.
Unkept.
Yeah.
I mean, usually it goes ugly, fat, unkept.
Yeah.
Unkept.
You don't keep up with yourself.
suddenly feminism is about punching up, as if male idols aren't human beings with insecurities and mental health. Spoiler, equality isn't situational. These stans love screeching if the roles were reversed to defend female idols. But when male idols face identical asterisk hate, sexualization, fat shaming, invasive rumors, they're met with crickets or worse, victim blaming. A male idol gets stalked? He should be grateful for the attention. A female idol's airport outfit trends? Respect her privacy. The cognitive dissonance is staggering. Feminism isn't a buffet where you
There's a lot of double standard in the industry,
Yeah.
right?
cherry pick empathy based on genitalia. Stans don't care about dismantling patriarchy. They care about winning fan wars. They'll retweet hashtag MeToo threads by day and by night. Flood
But
a
you
male
know,
idol's live stream
honestly,
with
the double standards is utilized in a way to get clicks and views. They know that they're not gonna get as commotion to say one thing about a lady that they can say about a guy, and
What you
vice
mean?
versa. Like, for example, you know, a lot of uproar is going to happen when you say, "Oh, this lady, she's gained weight. She doesn't look like how she's supposed to look like. She lost weight. She gained it." But if you say that about a guy, I don't think it will go as viral
It will.
as it
Oh,
would.
okay, as viral, maybe
Yeah.
yes, there's levels to virality. It will still offend
The
some
guy
people.
would have to be like a really like a standout, like, oh my
I
gosh.
mean, you know, for example, not Bangchan, Changbin from Stray Kids gets a little hate because he's bigger. Not like hate,
I
but
don't
he
have
gets
but
pointed out.
compared to, like, for example, when we saw there was like a slight little weight gain with one of the girls, we're like, what did she look like before?
Oh yeah,
There was
that
not much
that
big of a
yeah, I
difference.
don't. That's
Okay,
I remember what you told me. Yeah,
with
that was
Chanbin,
ridiculous.
there was like a
Yeah,
difference, but it's like,
Changbin,
okay,
it's a bigger
yeah,
difference.
but
I
a
get what you're
minor
saying.
little change with a lady, and we are flaming her
Fair
on
enough.
the
Yeah,
media.
fair enough.
death threats because he looked at their fave wrong. Using feminism as a cudgel to harass men isn't progressive. It's regressive bullying with a woke filter. Actual feminists fight systems, not teenage boys in eyeliner. Yes, uplifting women is vital, but not when it's conditional on tearing men down. Standing girl groups while treating men are trash isn't feminism. It's internalized misogyny. It reduces women's worth to their proximity to male failure, reinforcing the same binary garbage feminism aims to destroy. Imagine telling a depressed 20-year-old idol you're a man, so suck it up, while sobbing over a female idol's brave mental health post. Empathy
You know,
isn't gendered.
also, like, for guys, sometimes what they wear can be questionable too. I question their comfort, but they don't talk about it. They talk about, maybe for the ladies, for the skirt. And to me, I can see it, maybe it's okay. Maybe for her, it could be not okay. But I'm not seeing the discomfort, but it's made up and made a bigger deal.
Dismissing male pain as privilege while demanding infinite grace for women isn't equality, it's emotional illiteracy. Plus, let's not pretend these stands actually support all women. Throw a female idol under the bus for dating and watch the sisterhood evaporate. 4. There's no excuse for sounding off-key during encore stages. Spare me with the encores are for fun cop out.
Really?
If
I
encores
think
are
there
supposed to be
is.
unserious,
Nah, I don't
why
think
do
so.
half of them sound like a tone-deaf raccoon?
I don't think so. I don't think you shouldn't sound off key. You don't have to
don't-
sound perfect, but you shouldn't sound off key. If you nah.
Okay, I guess there's levels to that. I'm thinking like off key, like, okay, you miss a note here and there.
No,
like,
I'm just saying like you should still be a capable singer. You shouldn't be just like we shouldn't be sitting here like what the fuck?
Yeah,
How are they an idol?
but capable meaning like you hit the note, because there's no such thing you being slightly
yeah, but
from the note.
okay, but look at
You
the
either hit the note,
interviews
you
we do
don't.
like with Ariana Grande or Cynthia Erivo.
Oh,
they
yeah.
sitting there and
And
just
yeah,
humming,
that's true.
humming, and they're
Yes, that's
fucking on
true.
key, just humming a song.
Yeah,
and so
but that's not
informative
after.
interview.
But that's not after like a full on concert.
What concert? They did a song for 3 minutes.
No, oh, I'm talking about like if the people here after they do their encore. Oh, encore stages meaning only the
Music
one
show.
song.
Yeah.
Only. Oh, I thought this is after the tour.
No, I think this is a music show.
Oh, yeah, there's not.
Yeah, like come on. Like I'm not saying, you should be perfect. It doesn't have to be like, oh my god, this is the best performance ever, but it should still be a capable singing performance. It shouldn't be looking like me and you singing out there. Like what? Then
I could sing.
yeah.
Don't throw me in it. She
Okay,
could
it
sing.
shouldn't be like me singing out there.
Stumbled into a karaoke bar
heard
at
you
2
singing,
a.m.
that's so
Goofy
bad.
doesn't have to mean vocally bankrupt.
I just
Let's not
wanna
normalize
love
I guess I'm gonna be an idol.
somebody.
laziness and
To
call
all
it
them.
charm. Mamamoo, we're turning encores into a masterclass on how to serve vocals and personality. But sure, let's keep coddling these idols who treat live singing like a game of Russian roulette. Oops.
Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like in K-pop, they give too many excuses. These stands. There's always an excuse for everything.
I mean, yeah.
It's like, oh, they sucked instead of they sucked, they need to get better. Oh no, they sucked because it doesn't fucking matter. They sucked. Deal with it. You suck, get better. It's like in a basketball. You have a bad game. Nobody's gonna, oh yeah, he had a bad game because he didn't sleep well, yeah. No, he had a bad game. He gotta work better. He gotta get ready for the game better.
They
It's
say
that simple.
Bronny had a good game,
did, yeah.
but he lost.
Well, nobody played. It was like the G Squad.
Yeah,
Playing,
but
yeah.
he had the most points.
He did. He got 17
But
points.
then people were saying, okay,
had a
why are
good
you
game. Yeah, I
hyping
get
up?
it.
You're just hyping up because he's Braun. If he wasn't Braun, then
Listen, the amount of hate he's heading because he's
Yeah.
brawny, they better hype him up the way
That's what
as
they're
he's brawny. Yes.
saying. Yeah.
Missed that note. T.
So I
We're
guess it's
just
the
having-
same thing for the K idols too. As much as the hate they get, they should get a little bit of appreciation just for like mental health, you know?
No, I just don't like excusing everything. Like, there's
Mm-hmm.
always an excuse for everything. No, like, if you had a bad performance, fans shouldn't sit there, oh yeah, it wasn't that bad. Or like, no, it was bad, deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
Get better. It's that simple. Doesn't mean because you had a bad night, it doesn't mean you horrible singer or horrible. No, just you have to work harder. Get better. It's that simple. It's like with Lisa. Or like with Jenny, she had bad LA show, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So instead of like, oh no, it wasn't that bad, or like, oh, she just her first concert.
Yeah, that's
No,
what
she has. That's what you said. Yeah, she hasn't been new. Get better.
yeah.
Do it better.
But then
I don't
no
wanna
one
hear
is
no
saying,
excuses. Get
oh, they
better.
like her other performances. I haven't
But
heard
she
that
got
yet.
better. She saw that shit. She's like, okay, I sucked. I gotta get better. That's it.
And that's okay. You gotta make these
Yeah,
idols, hear the
yeah.
feedback so they can improve.
That's just life.
Having fun. No, Patricia. Fun is cracking jokes, not cracking voices. If your playful encore sounds like a dying whale harmonizing with a dial-up modem, maybe. I don't know practice.
Like, even, she just mentioned cracking voices. Have you seen Mariah cracking voices? So what? She moved on. Next performance, she was better.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Or is that too radical? But no, companies keep pushing these groups who rely on studio magic and lip syncs, then act shocked when their encores go viral for all the
So
wrong reasons.
when it comes
They're
to
young.
aespa, do you think aespa's getting too comfortable?
Yes, I don't like it at all.
Yeah, it's kind of turning
It's
me off.
ridiculous. Yeah, it's ridiculous. They don't fucking sing live anymore. Like, what do you do?
Mhm.
At least Let's Surf. And Let's Surfing is good now. I have no
Yeah.
problem with them, by the way. Just using
But still, let's have them
them
get hate.
because they got a lot of hate for their
They get hate.
bad performances, bad Coachella, and it was bad. They deserved it. But for whatever it's worth, they sang live.
Yeah.
And aespa, what are you doing? Playing the track?
And they fight you in the comments for saying that.
They're tired. Cool
I
story.
can hear.
Meanwhile,
Yeah, and they're
But
tired.
you-
And listen,
just take a break.
I gave them an excuse they're tired, but that was in December.
Yeah.
Like, at this point, either stop touring or start singing live. Okay, you had enough of time.
legends were belting high notes while doing the Macarena, proving you can literally have it all. Stop making excuses for mediocrity. Encores aren't a free pass to embarrass your entire career.
she's
5.
absolutely right.
What is the difference between Billboard 200 and Hot 100? For the clueless ones, the Billboard
I guess we can stop here. We know the difference is irrelevant.
Can you tell the people real quick if they don't know, so they can know?
Hot 100 is in the States. Hot 200. Well, I guess if it's global, Hot 200 is the albums. Hot 100 is in the States, the songs. Or if it's global 200, it's the songs, but globally, not just in the
So
States.
what's more impressive?
For me, Hot 100 is the most impressive. The reason being, I see all the K-pop idols being number one in Billboard 200. I don't see them ever on Hot 100. So I don't
this
really
is probably
care.
addressing that because people flame and
Yes,
say, "Oh,
because-
my idol's doing the best."
Yeah,
but
because
they're
we
on
see like, oh,
Hot 200.
80s has number one Billboard 200. 17 has number one Billboard. Stray Kids just broke the record for Billboard 200. They're never on Hot 100, so who gives a fuck? That's my opinion.
Ooh, that may have hurt some feelings.
I mean, yeah, but Hot 200,
But it's facts, y'all.
200, it just means the fans bought up the albums. That's what it means. That's cool.
Now,
you have a lot of fans.
You
Nice,
need
but
to
the
grow
regular
the
people
fan.
don't listen
Yeah, you
to
have to
it.
grow the fan
Yeah.
base, grow the reach.
General population
Yeah.
don't listen to your music, so who cares that you have a 2
Yeah.
million fans that buy your stuff?
Yeah, especially if you're trying to win Grammys,
Yeah.
you have to hit
Like,
the hot.
Yes, you have to do what Eyelid did. Well, I'm not saying Eyelid's gonna live in, but I'm saying Eyelid with Magnetic, they hit the
Yeah.
regular people.
50-50.
50-50, they hit the regular people.
Rosie. We keep forgetting Rosie.
Rose, yeah, that shit.
Roseanne.
And that actually might
Miss
get a
Roseanne.
Grammy. That might
Miss
get a Grammy, too.
Roseanne.
So
Okay.
yeah, but the
As quick
the
as
Billboard
you learn,
200
as
is
quick you don't get it.
it's a metric, but it's not near as important as Hot 100.
Okay, guys, it was fun talking to you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. That's how we know that you like long content just like this. As always, share as much kindness as possible. Bye.